Good day. I am John Joseph Archidoro, presenting the progress report.
And I'm Jerome Harrison Mandal, and I'm going to present executive summary.
And I'm John Maratarde, and I'm going to discuss about memos. Progress report is a documentation or presentation of the progress of an ongoing project. It can be presented as a short memo, consisting of 1 to 2 pages, or a detailed documentation with up to 4 pages. Either way, it still must contain the crucial information of the project. Although it can be presented in different forms, those different forms still follow the fundamental structure of a progress report. A progress report is contained these 4 crucial components: introduction, work done, work to be done, conclusion.
Introduction. Introduction. Introduction is the first part of the progress report. This is where the project is introduced and where the background and goals of the study is presented so that the client or the stakeholder can get a sense of the project. Next to the introduction is work done. Work done are the tasks that are finished on the project. This is also where the current state of the project is tackled. Following work done is work to be done. In work to be done, the unfinished work or tasks in the project are tackled. In this part also, where the project is heading or the future of the project is also discussed. Next is the conclusion. It is usually delivered last. It is a brief summary of what was discussed from the introduction up to work to be done. This is also the part where the consultation with the client happens, so that they may be informed of the possible changes that may happen, and so that they may relay their opinions about the project or intervene if they deem it necessary. To better understand progress report, here are some examples.
Executive summary. What do you mean by executive summary? Let's dive further into details on what and how to create an executive summary.
An executive summary in computer engineering is a concise overview of a technical document, project, report, or research paper. It serves to provide decision makers, stakeholders, or readers with a high level understanding of the project without delving into all the technical details. As it implies, an executive summary is a way for the decision makers or stakeholders to have an in depth understanding of the document, report, or research paper without having to go through all the trouble of reading the whole document.
When it comes to creating an executive summary, however, you want to make sure you capture all the important information in a concise and compelling way.
Here are 3 examples of doing so. Number 1. Understand the purpose of the report. It is crucial to have a clear understanding of the purpose of the engineering report. Number 2. Identify the main findings and conclusions. The executive summary should provide a high-level overview of the most important findings and conclusions from the engineering report. Number 3. Review and revise. Once you have completed the executive summary, take the time to review and revise it. Ensure that the language is clear, concise, and free of errors.
In essence, an executive summary in computer engineering offers a snapshot of a project's technical scope and accomplishments, providing the essential information necessary for decision making without overwhelming the reader with detailed technical analysis. So, an executive summary in computer engineering provides a concise overview of a project's technical goals and outcomes. It highlights key points that are critical for decision making without delving into all the technical details.
Memo, short for memorandum, is used for quick communication within an organization. It can be handwritten or typed and distributed via paper, fax, or email. A well-written memo is clear, meaning the information is complete and easy to understand. It is also concise, using short paragraphs, subheads, and lists to keep it brief. Lastly, a memo should be highly organized, following a specific format and highlighting the most important details. Organizations use memo to broadcast internal changes, disseminate news, share an upcoming event, update public safety guidelines, raise awareness about an issue, address a problem, make a request, and share project updates. The usual format of a memo is, at the top, we have a header that consists of name of receiver, name of sender, date created, and subject line. The body might consist of opening statement, context, call to action and task statement, discussion, and closing. With that being said, here are some examples of a memo.